Yo, what's up, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and show you today Legendary Pirate Annihilation 4-star dungeon. It's up right now in multiplayer. Fairly easy if you're looking to get into 4-star. This is the dungeon for you. So we're gonna go ahead and show a run that we did yesterday. I'd like to thank Mascarian, by the way. You can see him there on Mass TV playing the Ramu there. Totally taught us how to do this. He's another big Twitch streamer as well as a YouTube content poster, so definitely check him out. And once again, big shout out to Mascarian. Thank you so much for teaching us how to do this fight, man. Really appreciate it. So, alright, let's get this started. So the first thing to know in this fight, this first pack, the guy in the center here, the bigger dude, that's the dude you need to kill because he resummons those pirates. And also he can get up to 4 pirates. And as you can see, he has a defensive buff there. That defensive buff, most people don't cover it. You can remove it with a bleed effect. So if you got anyone that has a bleed, maybe you got Morgan, he's pretty bleed heavy, or some heroes, I think some DPS heroes, they get on some of their talents. So, but otherwise, if you can get a bleed, you can make this phase significantly quicker. And also, that guy in the middle will appear again during the final boss fight. So there'll be a mechanic there. I'll get to it when we get to it, but basically you don't want a bunch of pirates on the final stage. So as you can see, his pirates he summons, you know, not super amazing, but you know they'll obviously you want to you want to keep them down and kill the dude eventually here. So yeah, this should be like a fairly quick, this was our first time doing it, so that's why it's probably taking us a little longer here. We actually had some issues with server stability, although it didn't happen on this run, I don't think. There's little silence effects going off there from his minions. Silence, once again, doesn't let you use your 2 and your 3. So you got the big stun there from the Mina ult. Done that to me plenty of times in PvP. By the way, I managed to get a Morgan pull when I didn't really rage pull. I was just like, wow, I got 200 crystals? How'd that happen? Let's pull. And I got her, so she's sitting at 50 right now. I would highly recommend, too, if you get a Morgan or a Claude, there are lots of event quests, if you didn't look at the event quests, for developing them. And a lot of good rewards there. Some Evomons, 5-star Evomons, some rainbows, rainbow essences, among some other stuff, so definitely rock that when you get a shot. I could just skip ahead, I guess. Well, it's not that long. Just to give you a flavor of how tanky, you know, not like super tanky, but he's still kind of tanky. But the goal of this phase, you know, just get through it. Nothing too crazy. Oh, almost had him there. By the way, big shout out to Roan. He's in our guild mania. He's managed to build up Morgan to like ridiculous heights already. In our later runs, he would just actually, oh, look who followed me. In our later runs, he would, just one-shot the boss almost with his ult, Morgan's ult, which pretty powerful. Dude's an amazing player. Alright, so finally got that pack down. So for phase 2, you might have seen this dude in your guild battle. Basically, the thing to know about this guy, he has a stacking buff he puts on himself, attack buff, when he attacks someone who's shocked. Coincidentally, of course, he puts shocked on almost every freaking person he does on his single target on. He just put on me right there on the left. So as he keeps attacking, you see his buffs right now. I think that one's just yeah, there it is. He already has 5 stacks of it, so. But basically, you just want to get through this phase. I believe once he hits about 28,000, maybe a little less, he'll be like, oh, I have indigestion. And then he goes and he starts doing this tail swipe AoE move, and it basically, like every turn though, Actually, no, it's not his tail swipe. That was his tail swipe. He starts doing like this summon lightning thing, kind of like he's Storm from X-Men or something. And that'll stun, that'll put shock on everybody, so you want to burn through that ASAP. I don't think we knew that though at this point. So you see that damage going out there, fairly significant. And everyone's got the shock debuff, so as this guy starts attacking more, it's going to get a little more ridiculous. Rue there with the big dispel. And we're hopefully just going to burn him down here. Because the problem with this is you want to go into the next phase, you know, obviously as high health and stun free, debuff free as possible. So, and he's down. Down goes Gator. Down goes Gator. Alright, so this guy. What to know about him? Legendary boss Britten, a pirate king. He always needs to have at least one ad up. He'll summon ads kind of as he does his little shooting thing. You do not want to kill the ads. That right there would be a mistake. You do not want to kill the ads because if you kill all the ads, he gets a attack and defense buff. Undispellable, just stays until he summons more ads. So you want to go on the boss. So I think at this point Mask was telling us this, so we started going on the boss. But the issue also is you also do not want him with 4 minions, because then he starts to do his AoE move and he gets that same buff, kind of like the additional damage, additional tankiness buff. So if he has 4 minions up, not to mention the 4 minions, he casts a buff where he increases their multi-strike chance, so they're doing pretty good damage. But if he has 4 minions like right now, I don't know if he's going to get it off. It looks like we didn't know. Okay, luckily there, the 3-man targeted something. So if he would have done his AoE right there, that would have hit us for massive damage. And then also, you remember that guy I mentioned from the first boss battle, he's on his right there, or his left, our right. Same thing, if you see him, that dude summons minions too, so him being there really complicates this battle. Because the boss will be summoning minions, and then he'll be summoning minions too, and it's kind of hard to keep them all controlled. You can see there, the bleed actually went off. You can see the debuff on him, so his defense buff's gone. So having a bleed is just a plus in this dungeon. And we're gonna go ahead and get a heal up. I think my guy's dead. Oh, Morrigan's zerking, so she's just doing whatever she wants for 3 turns. The player can't really control it. And I'm back, baby. So I don't know what I decided to do. Oh, there we go. I went for the Mr. Summon King. And getting some counters off, but it looks like big evade there, but I think I eventually go down here, yeah. I think his evade chance is only like 8% or something. I have 1 rune with evade on it, and I think you get a base of 5%, so that's pretty funny. That went off right there. Alright, so now, see that move? If he had, when he gets this low, he was at about 38,000 there. He starts just doing that move over and over and over, and if he has 4 pirates up, he wrecks you, just destroys you. So, recommendations for this fight, if you understand the mechanics and no one has clown shoes on, you could do this with 2 supports, 3 DPS just fine. You could do it with a tank, a support, and 3 DPS. If you want to be safe, you could do a tank, 2 supports, and 2 DPS, depending on your DPS. As you can see, we're kind of getting overwhelmed here, but luckily he didn't have the pirates up. And the Meanall just goes ahead and finishes him there. But that was pretty close, because Rue goes down, and if it's only Ramuh left, not a lot of damage. So. But that's pretty much the fight, guys. It's the simplest out of the 4 stars, so if you're looking to get into the 4 stars, definitely if you have a good group to go with. I believe the special unit is Marduk, the most powerful unit you can bring in there. So Marduk is actually going to bring about the bonus loot chance, and you might just get him as a straight drop. Right now, that dungeon is 99 energy, so it really hits the energy really hard, but you get anywhere, I think it's from 5 to 13 pieces of the boss, and you need, I believe, 80. So you might be in there a while trying to get him, but I highly recommend at least try to get 1 copy of him. if you got a really good Marduk, bring him on in. Hopefully that bonus loot will proc for you and you'll get that or something else good like a rainbow essence. And you know, guys, that's your basic guide right there. So hopefully that helped you out. I'm your boy Showtime Doctor. Big shout out again for Mascarian. I'm gonna put a link to his YouTube and his Twitch in the description there. So if you want to go check his videos out, I think he did a similar video along with he has many other videos. So definitely check him out as well. Big shout out to Mania, and let's all get strong, everybody. Get strong, farm hard. You know the deal. Peace out. Have a good day.